Hey everybody, welcome to Chip Damage. It's Mike, and today I have something very special and stupid to share with all of you. Yes, today we will be unboxing the Nintendo Switch Online plastic $100 Virtual Boy headset. Yeah, today is February 17th, 2026, which marks the launch of the Nintendo Switch Online service Virtual Boy catalog. And when I first heard about this, I could not believe it. And when I heard that they were going to be charging people a premium sum of money in order to replicate the old Virtual Boy experience with this $100 headset, I knew I had to have something this stupid. So yeah, let's without further ado, let's explain what's actually going on here. So as you can see here, I have my Switch 2, and one of the earlier announcements of the Switch 2 is that there was going to be an expansion of the Nintendo Switch online service. If you're not familiar, it's basically their classic catalog subscription service where they provide a number of classic consoles and a number of games on them for you to play for either $20 or $50 a year, depending on your tier. And they have consoles, legendary Nintendo consoles like the NES, Super Nintendo, Nintendo 64, Game Boy, Game Boy Advance. They also have the Sega Genesis on there for some reason. But with the Nintendo Switch 2, they announced two new consoles coming into the service for no additional charge, which I think is awesome. They announced the legendary GameCube was coming to the service, which was predictable almost, following the N64's launch. It was like the next logical step, and that's a wonderful thing. Soul Calibur 2 Online, F-Zero GX, awesome, yet predictable. But they threw us a curveball with the other Nintendo coming to the service, the Virtual Boy, one of the biggest flops in Nintendo's history. Yes, the 32-bit 3D VR pioneer. The Virtual Boy launched, I believe, in 1995, and I believe sold under 1 million units. It's either the number 700,000 comes in my head. Just to put that in perspective, the Wii U is seen as a tremendous failure, and that sold in the ballpark of 13 million units. This sold less than 1/13 of that, under 1 million units. And strangely, I was one of the few people who actually encountered a Virtual Boy when it was new. Yeah, my best friend from across the street, of course a rich kid, was gifted a Virtual Boy when it was new, and to be honest, we thought it was awesome. He in particular had Mario Tennis, which I think was a pack-in with the console, and Wario Land, which was a great platformer. And ever since then, I've always had a soft spot for the Virtual Boy. It is an expensive console to collect for, but it has an incredibly limited library, like within, I think, 22 games altogether. And like 90% of them are coming to the Switch Online service, along with 2 unreleased games that were only like the prototype phase or unreleased phase. So I was super hyped when I heard about this, knew I had to get any accessories for it. So if you're not familiar, Nintendo, in order to play these Virtual Boy games, you actually need physical hardware. And there were 2 options, both available through the Nintendo Online Store. The first one being the one that I did not end up getting, the $25 cardboard version of this headset. No, I didn't want some cheap cardboard. I wanted to go as stupid as possible and get the actual hard plastic variant that replicates the Virtual Boy experience as I know it. These were $99.99. Yes, for a hunk of plastic, but you cannot play the Virtual Boys games without them. Nintendo, yes, it would definitely be possible. They're definitely milking us, but I love dumb stuff like this. I love the sheer audacity. So, without further ado, let's unbox this and see if it was worth all that money. Somehow I doubt it. And let me talk about the Virtual Boy while I do this. Like I said, I actually encountered this when it came out, and I enjoyed it. It's not the worst thing, it's not as bad as people say. Never got the headaches, but if you want to take a closer look at this before I open it, you see the unit, of course, right there in the front, clear plastic on the back, and all the instructions, which I have not read yet, on the back. This also works for the Nintendo Switch 1. I think that's a neat thing. The Virtual Boy games, they're not too powerful for the Switch. So let's read. They got plenty of instructions here. Turn on console and start Virtual Boy Nintendo Classics. Detach Joy-Con controllers and insert into console. So before we even begin, because I want to, this is a live demonstration, we'll take my Joy-Cons out of here because that's what it's saying to do, and then we will unbox this. let's see. There's no tape on this. It is a simple flap. That's cool. Makes it nice and easy. Let's see how difficult this is. Oh, that came off nice and easy. All right, just to show. Lift up some flaps. We have some black spacers. All right, seems to be within, ooh, this has some heft to it. It is wrapped in plastic. And this thing looks so cool. I'm getting so nostalgic. These things on the side of your eyes are foam. This is not as heavy as I remember the original Virtual Boy, of course, being, because this is a replica. This is a hunk of plastic. But they got the feel of it right. I'll never forget thinking how cool this was and not really realizing it was a failure till I got older. I was like 7 when this thing came out originally, and I just thought it was a neat thing. So you have another divider there underneath. See, we have all our instructions and our legs. We have the Virtual Boy for Nintendo Switch safety information. Don't want to hurt yourself. And we have the legs, of course, because yes, you do have to prop this thing on legs and stick your face into it in order to play it. And I will be doing that all night. And this is just cool for preservation purposes. While you cannot own Nintendo Switch online games, I think it's a service that they are going to be bringing into the future for quite a while. And this is just a good way to raise awareness and, let people play these games, because so few people have. Like I said, 700,000 units sold, I believe. And just to bring that back, it shows that Nintendo isn't just throwing the big dogs out there. You're not just getting the Mario and Zelda. You're not just getting the N64 and, stuff like that. You're getting weird, cool stuff. And I like the precedent of that. Hopefully one day they will allow you to purchase the games on the NSO. I can see that. I can see like an end of life, like you can purchase like certain games, like, luckily though, everything was brought over from Switch 1 to Switch 2. Let's hope they do that. So after removing the plastic, let's see how hard this is to actually insert. This is happening live, guys. I don't know what I'm doing. So before I even do that, what is all this? What do we got? We have a, okay, that's like the neck. That is tightened and loosened by this gear here. How do we actually get this bad boy in? It looks like it is and that's it. That's pretty easy. Okay, I like that. And there you go, guys. We have the Virtual Boy unit itself. It is, oh man, let's do it, shall we? Oh yeah, it fits my big face pretty well. I like that. All right, you have the Nintendo logos on the side, and that just looks cool. This is a good display piece, even when the console's not in it. But let's see. None of the buttons or switches on top actually move. All right, and how do we get the damn switch in? And that went on pretty easy. Okay, so just so you guys know, there is a little like tab here that opens and closes the jaws, as it were, to make this thing easy to pop in and out. I like that a lot. So how do you actually open this thing? Where is the seam? I could read the instructions. Oh, it has a little pair of words. That's a little line that says Nintendo Switch 2, even though this also works on Nintendo Switch 1. Let's take a look at the instructions, because I really don't want to break this dumb thing. Detach Joy-Cons, open the stand, and place on a flat surface. So it would seem that you just kind of raise it up. Where do you do it from? I'm being defeated by this. So you place it down here, and then that's it. You literally just pull it open, as it were. There's no seam, there's nothing. There you go. Okay, and then let's try it. Let's put my Switch 2 Sans Joy-Cons in there, put the stand down. Select the service first, it says, which I am doing right now. And as you can see, it loads right into there. Close it up. I don't know if you guys can see that glowing red, but that looks pretty sick. It's got some weight to it with the Switch, and that feels more like a Virtual. The screen sticks out of the damn bottom. I don't know how much I love that, but Oh man, this is a trip. Okay. So let's give it an old college try. Yeah, it's red. It sure is. Requires, and you guys can't see any of this, so I don't think I'm going to go into the setup, but it looks cool. It looks right. It's so weird. Like, I'm guessing it's recognizing that I have this device somehow attached to it, because I have tried to go into the Virtual Boy service without it, and it doesn't work. Like, maybe it would just be like in a weird split screen. Yeah, there you go. And that's it. There's some adjustments when you first turn it on, but I'm looking at Mario Tennis, like the adjustments, and I'm digging it, guys. It looks good. This is Virtual Boy, and that'll wrap it up for our unboxing. Go check it out yourself. Now, is this worth $99? No, it's not, unless you're a fool like me. I'll tell you right now, but just the fact that the Virtual Boy unit itself is so expensive in the secondhand market, the fact that this is just such a weird oddity. I love weirdness. There is a point when you collect games where it stops being about good and bad. It's just about interesting and not interesting. This is an interesting curio. Hopefully, like I said, one day you'll be able to own these games. But through in the meantime, we can play a good catalog of them. Releasing today on the Nintendo Switch. I think half of them are coming out, like 11, 12 games, and the rest will be releasing throughout the rest of the year, and I will be there for each and every one of them. And I will let you guys know what I think of this service perhaps in another video. Please let me know if you want to know about them. Let me know about your Virtual Boy memories. Let me know what you think of the Nintendo Online service and how it's been growing. The number one complaint is you don't own them, but man, it's a hell of a catalog for $50 a year. So yeah, guys, that's it. Sorry for the hyperness. I am so excited over how dumb this is. So thank you guys for watching. Please take care of yourselves, and I'll see you all again soon. Take care.